I stop. Ice what?
Whoa, whoa, baby, poke it out, poke it out, poke it out.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's Keys to Victory, which was actually one of the most loved series last week. It's awesome that this series gets so much love because it's an outlet for you guys to tell me your keys to victory for winning the game that's coming up. And it's awesome. A lot of the keys that you guys wrote out for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game were followed and were some of the reasons we won the game. So it's awesome to see your guys' football minds at work. Like I said in the last video, if you want to be in the next Keys to Victory episode, join the Discord that is in the link in the description. Just click on it, and whenever it comes time, I'll announce it, and I'll add everybody, and you will be able to go to the Keys to Victory tab and type in what you want to say for the game coming up. This week, of course, is against the Las Vegas Raiders on Monday Night Football. The first game ever played in their new stadium. Would be absolutely insane if we had Las Vegas Raiders fans in that stadium, but as you know, COVID, that can't happen, which is a travesty, actually, because we could have witnessed fans' reactions to history being made. First game in that stadium. Pretty honored that it gets to be us, and it's going to be a great game, I think. But today we're going to be going over the things that we need to do to win this game according to you guys, and we're going to go ahead and get into that right now. So the first person that we have on this Keys to Victory roster is Frosty Fresh, and what he said is this: we got to get the offensive attack going early and often. We got lucky against Tampa. We cannot start slow again. Spread the wealth. With Michael Thomas not 100%, we can't fully rely on just him. I agree. This is a really good take. The New Orleans Saints had only 271 offensive yards last week, which was much less than their average 373.3 yards we averaged per game last season. Even though we scored 34 points, we were helped by 2 Tommy terrific turnovers and a very good play by our special teams unit. If we start slow like this again, there's a chance that we might not beat this team. To beat Las Vegas, whose offense is actually more potent than most people realize, we have to be able to keep up. Also, keeping our defense off of the field so they don't get abused and tired out by Josh Jacobs can only be achieved by maintaining a significant amount of time of possession. Got to get the offense going, and we've got to keep it going. It is 100% a must to win this game. I 100% agree with Frosty Fresh. And about spreading the wealth, that is a good point as well. We need to get players like Emmanuel Sanders, Traquan Smith, Jared Cook, Adam Trotman even, Alvin Kamara, Latavius Murray. Everybody's got to have a hand in this game because, as we know, Michael Thomas is not 100%. He does have that sprained ankle. It's really a coin toss if he'll even play or not. I would advocate for resting him for earlier in the season or later in the season because we know how ankle injuries are. We've seen it with Kamara last year. But let's move on to the next key to victory. And this was left by Joseph. And he says, front 7 play is my key. We need to put pressure on Derek Carr and stop Josh Jacobs from going off. Josh Jacobs is very explosive, and if he gets going, that can set up the play action and potentially get Darren Waller going. Ruggs is also very fast, so if we can't get to Carr in time, that could cause problems deep. This is an absolutely fantastic take. Our pass rush did a very good job getting to Tom Brady and making him uncomfortable on Sunday. Cameron Jordan, Trey Hendrickson, Sheldon Rankins, and Malcolm Roach, and many more, did a fantastic job getting to him and throwing him off his game. Their hustle resulted in 3 sacks and helped Brady throw 2 interceptions. If we do this against Carr, we will have a good chance of winning this game. The Raiders actually have a very good offensive line, well, at least according to the Raiders fans that popped into yesterday's video, which you guys are much better than Tampa Bay fans. I actually really like you guys. The Raider Nation is actually very cool. They're not as aggressive as I thought they'd be in the YouTube comment section. They're definitely better than Tampa Bay's new fans, so shout out to you guys. It's just easier said than done. 100% easier said than done. I do think Las Vegas' offensive line is significantly better than Tampa Bay's. They won't have a rookie like Tristan Wirfs to make any mistakes. And that one dude that we kept absolutely destroying on Tampa Bay's offensive line that I forgot the name of because he was that garbage. They don't have players like that. Their offensive line is actually pretty solid. So throwing Carr off his game might be a little difficult, but I do think we can get some pressures and sacks in there because of how good our defensive line is. It's definitely a really good matchup, their offensive line versus our defensive line, that I'm very excited to see. I think whoever gets the best of that matchup will have the best chance of winning this game. So let's go ahead and move on to the next key to victory, and this one was thrown out there by Clover. Clover said, "Stop running BS plays that puts Kamara in the ground with 3 dudes on top of him, because we can't get a first down on 3rd and 16 consistently." This right here is actually a lot better of a take than I could even put into words. Sean Payton did exactly what every single Saints fan last year got pissed off at him for doing. It was insane. This isn't 2017. A pitch to the outside when Kamara is on the field is 100% expected every single time. Alvin Kamara was having success up the middle, but Sean gave him like 3 or 4 opportunities between the tackles, resulting in multiple large yardage losses by forcing him to go to the outside. Alvin had 12 attempts for 16 yards with an average of 1.3 yards per carry. It isn't his previous injury either. He looked extremely fast, smooth, fluid, and bouncy on both of his touchdown runs. Sean just did not know how to use him yesterday. It was insane. A absolutely terrible play calling performance by Sean Payton, which he opened up to. He accepted. That's a good thing. But if we use Alvin Kamara in the wrong way again against the Las Vegas Raiders, this could go bad. It does have to do with the fact that Tampa Bay has the #1 run defense in the league last year and probably this year again. But still, if something isn't working, please, please, for the love of God, don't force it, especially when you're running the exact same play, same direction and everything every single time. Alvin Kamara was getting swallowed up, putting him and his health at risk for literally a loss of 5 every time. That can't happen again. A really good take by Clover. Let's move on to the next one. The next key to victory, we have Content, who says, "Try and contain Josh Jacobs and pressure the Raiders' offensive line." Again, these are 2 things that are easier said than done, but are also 100% necessary if we want to win this game. Josh Jacobs is an absolute beast, and if we don't stop him, I think the Raiders have a huge chance of winning. They'll be able to control the clock, dominate time of possession, open up the play action for Darren Waller, and so much more. We have to contain him, even if he rips off 60 to 70 yards for a touchdown or 2. That's also a good take by Clover. Now, I have a couple of honorable mentions here, takes that I didn't really want to put in the main section of the video, but still deserve to be talked about because they just weren't lengthy enough. This is a take by Wyatt BDV, a take by Evan, and a take by Ooga Booga Johnson. And we'll start with Wyatt first. Wyatt says, "Use Michael Thomas as a decoy if he decides to play but isn't 100%. This is a good idea. It's something that the Buccaneers clearly did with Mike Evans, to always have a guy or 2 occupying him. It could create opportunities, more opportunities for Emmanuel Sanders, Jared Cook, and others in the passing game. Michael Thomas is probably going to be the one that decides if he plays or not, and knowing Michael Thomas, he will probably decide to play. So he's not going to be 100%, so being a decoy is definitely something that we should look out for. The next play, the next key to victory we have is from Evan. He says, "Get Jared Cook going." He's a big play machine, and after week 1 is our leading wide receiver, or our leading receiver as far as yards go. So we definitely do got to get him going. And our last take is by Ooga Booga Johnson, who says, "Fill Derek Carr up with low quality fuel so he breaks down halfway through the game." That one was a joke. I didn't even realize it, but that one was a joke. Fill Derek Carr up with low quality fuel. Uga, you're something different. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment your own keys to victory down in the comment section below. It is definitely going to be interesting to read your guys' takes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Adios.
0 grudge.